Raka. Here we go with this rhetoric, y'all. As promised, we're going to show you, you know, to Neuralink, you don't need no chip. You already linked in the CERN machine, the heart, the DARPA. You know, you control the weather. That's why you knew when it was going to rain before it did. Now you're leaning towards AI. You lost your feeling. That's the attack. Your enemy knows how to move the cells and the particles you've been calling spirits. But don't let me tell you, I'm just a kid.
Twitter, which he owns, he said, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Professor Hillis, what did you make of that announcement?
I really appreciate that question, Ian. There are a number of ethical issues around that announcement. I think the most important one is the lack of transparency around any details of the procedure, who the patient was, what condition the person has, and that's very concerning. And there's really no amount of wealth or ambition that should exempt a company or an individual from being transparent scientifically and really revealed the methods that are important for the community of scientists and others around them to be able to evaluate the procedure and the purported success.
Dr. Krakauer, as a neurologist, you know the importance of the scientific method of having the data out there for people to assess. When you saw that post, what was your reaction?
Well, I think it was just too little information to really have a reaction other than get the impression that the engineering has advanced. Brain-machine interface is a mixture of medicine, science, ethics, and engineering. Here, it feels to me that the engineering is being emphasized at the expense of everything else.
This technology generally, so not specific to Elon Musk, but as a neurologist, I assume that this area of technology holds great promise.
To the degree that there is a history of using devices for physiological purposes to help patients, yes, there are patients with ALS, locked in, cervical spinal cord injury, that could greatly benefit from this kind of approach. There is evidence going back 20 years. This is just more advanced engineering along that line of investigation.
One of the things about Elon Musk is he sure knows how to promote things, and I want to play a clip from him about where he says he sees this technology going.
We're already a cyborg to some degree, right? Because you've got your phone, you've got your laptop, it's just that the data rate to the electronics is slow. If you can solve the data rate, then you can improve the symbiosis that is already occurring between man and machine.
Professor Illis, it sounds like big concepts there. Was that a meaningful statement as you heard it?
No, I think speed of data processing is very important for all the advancing technologies that involve the brain, whether we're connecting onto the scalp in a non-invasive way or into the brain for more invasive purposes. The better resolution and the better speed we have, indeed the better benefits will be to the people receiving these interventions. But we also always have to remember that all neurologic patients are not the same. So as Dr. Krakauer will know better than me, a person with spinal cord injury has a very different life trajectory than a person with ALS. And these conditions need to be addressed neurotechnologically in very specific and specialized ways.
And Dr. Krakauer, why don't you jump in?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think engineering in service to the treatment of specific patients like the ones I mentioned is very exciting and creditable. But what I worry about is that the medicine and the patient are really secondary to a kind of hype about telepathy and symbiosis between man and machine. It's clear to me that Elon Musk is much more interested in sort of the sci-fi connotations of this technology than its concrete medical application.
I want to play another piece of tape, and this is from the website for Neuralink.
By participating in the PRIME study, you'd be helping to redefine the boundaries of human capability. If you've been living with quadriplegia from a spinal cord injury or with ALS, you may qualify for the PRIME study.
So, Professor Illis, in that bit on the website, they're looking for people to sign up to be part of human trials. What advice would you give people who are desperately seeking change in their life because of spinal cord injury or illness, are short of hope and might be thinking about signing up for the Neuralink trial? What would you say?
Well, I would assert extreme caution at this point. Again, lack of transparency equates to...
I want to make sure it wasn't no doggone coincidence. This lady keeps shutting her eyes when she talking. Oh, well, you don't want us to see your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what they doing. Tapping into the ether spirit called metaphysical anatomy. And through that, your DNA, they are reading the strings of the cosmic neural brain and using the power against you since you don't want to use it. Then constructed all kinds of religions of force to make sure you don't never receive that capacity of the Kairos Christo power. The power of faith, the substance. It's not a ghost. It's the alchemy of you. Using the cosmic, the great all, and the all mother of all life. So therefore, brothers and sisters, I'm BC the Teshvite, BC the Ivet Root. Always outdo your enemy through the Holy Spirit. Shalom.